Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I want to say thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit today. I just wanted to come on and chit chat with you guys and let you know that I'm okay. I'm just didn't crochet. I just haven't crocheted anything yesterday or today. But yesterday, I hope you did see the video that Big Daddy and I put out of our new cats that we adopted. They are so much fun. I'm enjoying them a lot, and Big Daddy enjoys them too. Although they're not back there with him while he's sitting and watching TV, they're in the parlor with me because that's the room we're kind of keeping them in right now. But eventually, they'll learn they can jump over the baby gate and be roam the house. But right now they just don't realize that. But we do let them through and they roam around a little bit, but not all day and certainly not at night yet. But anyway, yeah, they're a lot of fun and I'm really enjoying them. They are Manx cats. Someone asked about if someone had cut their tails off. They're Manx cats. So they just were born without tails. The black one does have a little nub of a tail, but the black and white one, Sissy, she doesn't have any tail at all. Back in the day, I had a slew of Manx cats that they were wild. They lived in the barn and they were just wild feral cats. But I would take food out there and I had a big metal pan, like not really metal, tinfoil type pan like you can buy at Walmart or Dollar Tree, those big aluminum pans to cook turkeys or food in and then you throw them away. I had one of those that I had out there for their food, and so I would take a water pitcher and scoop up a big pitcher of cat food and take out there to them and holler, "Here, kitty, kitty," and I'd start pouring that food in the pan, and all these cats would come running up. Um, this was this was way back in the day, many years ago actually, and those cats are just disappeared over time. But like I said, they were wild cats; they weren't inside pets at all. But anyway, in that group of cats, there were lots of Manx cats in that group, and we always did like them and just enjoyed seeing those. But anyway, um, but I'm really am enjoying the cats. Like I said, I'm a dog person. I really am a dog person. I love dogs, but but I like cats too. It's just I think of myself as a dog person. When Big Daddy and I first got married, we had a cat, and then over the years, Dakota, he is the cat person. He loves cats. He would get a cat every now and then, a rescue cat or a cat he found somewhere, or a cat would just show up out here. Because we live in an area where people dump animals, and so a cat would just show up, and he would, of course, take it in and but most of the time it was older cats and they just didn't live, too much longer. You could tell they were already older and the vet would already say that they were probably 10 years plus or so. So anyway, and then Dakota has his cat Monty and he has a new cat named Ozzy. And so we've been over, and we still go over and visit him and play with his cats and his dog Windsor. But anyway, I don't know why I was just rambling on about the cats to say that we did have a video yesterday about the cats. That's what it was. Today I am just drinking Louisiana sweet tea. Big Daddy must have made me a pitcher of tea before he left this morning, so I thought I might as well drink some. And I am wearing a new wrap. I got this wrap for Christmas from my son Dakota. He actually gave me a bag of wraps. He had found these at Tuesday Morning store. I don't know if that store is located everywhere or not, but anyway, before Christmas, like up in November, he had got me these wraps. So they probably do not carry them anymore. He said he got them very cheap, and so he got me 4 of them. And then I have to wonder, if you had me 4 wraps already that you were giving me for Christmas, why were you encouraging me to crochet a wrap? I don't know, but anyway, these wraps are connected just a little bit on the side, just right here. And I might do something like that on the wrap that I'm making. So it's basically connected from here to here. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to end up finishing off that wrap that I am making. And some people have asked, what about that wrap? You're not working on the wrap. Yeah, I'll get back to it. I just had some other projects that, my Sophie's Universe blanket that I wanted to, work on. And also, I was working on that circle vest, and I wanted to start an amigurumi, so I did that. But I'm going to get back to that because I do want to finish that off. This weekend, I need to crochet on my Sophie's Universe blanket. Yeah, because, I have a video coming out on it next Tuesday, so I need to crochet as much as I can on it. When my hand starts feeling better, this hand has just been hurting and giving me a lot of issues, so I thought I might need to rest it a couple of days. I think I have overdone it a little bit. When I worked on the circle vest, I worked and worked and worked and worked on that. You've seen how big I got it. And so, and then I worked on my Sophie's Universe blanket, and then I worked on that amigurumi that I started. And I think I was just working my hand a little too hard. Because when I am crocheting, like I have this strap, and I have this strap to my hand, these fingers that are not there, when I'm crocheting, I can still move those joints. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if you can see that I can move those joints as if I'm moving those fingers. And so when I reach for something, like I can bend those fingers as if I'm going to grab that. And so when I am crocheting, for some reason, I death grip those fingers around this as if they're holding this to my hand, and they're not, because this is strapped. So I've just got to get out of the habit of doing that, because when I'm crocheting, I have these fingers on this hand like wrapped around like this, and it gets real painful after a little bit. And so I've got to get out of doing that. So I'll take the strap off and just lay my hand down, and I stretch my fingers out as if they're there. They're not there. Some people like to tell me the fingers aren't there, that I'm not stretching them out. But as if the fingers were there, I'm stretching the fingers out like that. And I just have to lay my hand down and just let it rest with the fingers out. And so I think I just needed to take a couple of days break of crochet and let this hand just rest a little bit. And then also it hurts real bad on this bone out here. So somehow or another I'm hitting it or doing something to it. So I just need to let it rest. So that's my plan. I haven't crocheted today. I don't think I crocheted yesterday, actually. I was just letting it rest. And so tomorrow I'll probably try to crochet on my Sophie's Universe blanket and see what I can do with that. But yeah, just letting that rest a little bit, because I don't want it to get so bad that I can't crochet, right? But it's hurting bad enough that I ended up taking just some over-the-counter pain medication. And I don't normally take stuff like that, but it was hurting really bad, and so I thought I better take something. But anyway, my little friend Zeke came down and helped me do some things, but Zeke lives a road over, and so he comes down sometimes and helps me do some things. He's 12 years old. I did ask him how old he is. He's 12. He's small, very small for his age. He's a very small 12-year-old boy. But anyway, he is very helpful. He will come down and just do things that I need him to do that I can't hold out to do, like sweep. Um, I'll run the mop over the floor, but I can't. I can wash the mop out, and it has this thing that you turn, but I'm not strong enough to turn that to squeeze the mop out. And then you have to let it loose and shake the mop so that you can go mop, but I'm not strong enough to do that part, squeeze it out or release it. So I need him to do that. But um, he sweeps and then does other things for me. And then when we finish, I wash the mop out and get him to wring it out for me. And I mop over the floor and then go wash it out again. And he does, and we just keep doing that until I finish mopping. But he's very, very helpful, and I do pay him to come and help me do things because I'm very appreciative of his help, and he is very helpful. I mean, um, to be a 12-year-old boy, he does exactly what I ask him to do, and so it is helpful. And so my son Elijah is trying to get his room emptied. I kind of gave him a little deadline that you need to get this done. You're leaving me in limbo here. So he's got it down to, he's got to clean out his closet. He has a desk in there, and I'm actually getting the desk, but I told him to get everything off the desk that he wants because I don't know what he wants and doesn't want off of it. And plus, it has a couple of small little drawers that have stuff in them. But then he has animal tanks that he does not have room to take with him. So he wanted to sell those, and he kind of needed the money. So he had one huge tank. I mean, I don't know, it's big, big tank. It's not a fish tank, it's a terrarium. He had a bearded dragon in it. And then he had a tank that's a little bit smaller than that one, but not by much. And then he had a 25-gallon fish tank, maybe a 20-gallon fish tank in there, and um, some kind of terrarium that's a big, tall triangle thing. So, and just different things like that. So, anyway, Zeke was interested in not the biggest terrarium, but the next size terrarium. So, I made a deal with Zeke. If he would help me clean my laundry room real good, I would buy that tank from Elijah for him. And so he was all excited. I did ask his mom before I made that offer to him. I did ask his mom, was it okay if I offered to do that with Zeke? If I asked Zeke if he wanted to do that in exchange for me buying that tank for him. And she said, yes, that was fine. So that's what Zeke and I did. We cleaned the laundry room, and it's not perfect. It could use a little more organizing, but I was just um, wore out. I mean, I had to kind of stand in there and tell him what I wanted done. I mean, he's a 12-year-old boy. He don't know how to just go in a room and just clean it and organize it, right? I mean, he does a good job with me telling him what to do, but I had him to just clean in there and just kind of organize some stuff. But then I just got pooped, and I'm just like, put it on the shelf, put it on the shelf. But he did clean out the refrigerator in there and wipe it down real good, and swept, mopped over the floor, um, just cleaned things off and made it look nice in there because it was kind of jumbled up a good bit. So I might share a clip right here to show you just what the laundry room ended up looking like. So that is my little bitty laundry room, but it serves the purpose for us. It stores some things, and also it has washer and dryer and shelves and a refrigerator. That is our second refrigerator in there. Back when we don't really need a second refrigerator now, but back when our boys lived at home and we bought groceries every 2 weeks, and so I would buy everything we needed for those 2 weeks because we didn't go back to the grocery store for 2 weeks. um, we needed a second refrigerator, but now we probably don't need a second refrigerator. Although I do have, my Premier protein drinks in there that I drink. Um, and I just keep a couple boxes of those in there. So I have stuff, and then water extras, like if we have extra butter or extra whatever, those are in there. I don't even remember what else is in there. I don't know, but there's some things in there. I think in the doorways like NyQuil and stuff like that. Stuff that medication type things that are refrigerated. But anyway, Zeke wiped out the refrigerator really good and then put everything back in there, and so and threw stuff away and just helped me go through and get it cleaned. And so I was very appreciative of that. So he is getting the tank. I paid Elijah. I cashed out to him for the tank for Zeke. So he's getting that this weekend. And there's some other prospects wanting the other tanks that Elijah has. And so I think all that's supposed to happen on Saturday. Hopefully it will. And we can get that room finished cleaning it out, and I can start putting my stuff in there. Be so glad to get that done. Yes, very much so. But I did have a couple questions I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, so here is question number 1. Okay, you have an older whelp. Okay, first off, I'm not asking. Let me say this. How do I say this? Okay. Now I know to write down my project and my wheel and my hook number. I'm not asking what to do about it. I already know what to do now. I'm talking about past, when I did not write down my hook or leave the hook with it or put a tag on it or anything like that. I'm not asking that kind of question. I'm simply asking, when you have an older whelp and you want to finish that whelp, how do you figure out what size hook you were using? Yeah. I'm not asking about right now, the future, how to keep up with the hook size. I figured that much out. I'm talking about an older whelp where I don't have a clue what size hook I was using. How do you figure that out? Okay. Yes. Now I know that I could either leave the hook with the project, write the project down with the hook size, or pin something on the project with the hook size, or something like that. I know how to keep up with it now, but in the past I did not keep up with it. I thought, oh, I'll remember. That's the biggest lie I tell myself every day. About not just crochet, but about everything. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember that. If I don't write it down, I don't remember anything. So I have a couple projects that I want to finish, but I need to figure out what size hook I was using. I'm sure everybody's been in that situation before. So how did you figure it out? That's what I need to know. And the other thing I wanted to ask to all the cat people out there is about cat litter. What is the best cat litter to get? I guess I'm asking because I probably need to scoop the cat litter. So I think I've bought so far, every time I bought cat litter, which has been twice, I've bought a clumpable cat litter. And I don't know, it doesn't seem to scoop. It just seems to make everything into cement. I need something, I think I need something different. Maybe I don't need clumps. I don't need it to clump up. I don't know what I need. but that turns it into cement, and I can't scoop that out, and it makes it very difficult. Okay, so I did figure this part out, and I do have the cat pan with the hood on it and everything. I did take the little flapping door off just because, and I might add that a little later. But right now, I wanted them to definitely know to get, they could get in and out of it. I haven't had a problem with smell. That's been fine. But if later I could put that door on it if I wanted to. We'll just see. I put the door away. Maybe I'll remember where it is whenever I get ready to use it. And I did get a little mat to put in front of their cat pan that catches litter on their feet when they come out. It's a little mat that's got these little holes in it, and the litter, if they have any litter on their feet, it goes down in those holes, and one end is open, so you can take that and pour it back into the cat pan. But I'm just not sure on what kind of litter to get. There is so much cat litter when you go to Walmart. There's a whole wall of cat litter. Like, what do I need to get? I want to be able to scoop it, I think, because I want to make that cat litter last. Cat litter is expensive, too. It really is. I don't know. I didn't realize cat litter was so expensive. But I want to be able to make that cat litter last a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So give me some tips on that. I need to know what kind of cat litter is scooping best. Now, remember, I do have 2 cats. If I had one, it probably wouldn't be get as full as quickly. But I have 2 cats, so I need to do something because I don't want them to use it in there and decide it's too full and use it anywhere else, because I know cats will do that. If their cat litter is not clean enough, they'll use it somewhere else. So definitely want to keep it clean. But I also want cat litter that, gonna smell good, I guess. I don't know. Just help me out. Help me. Y'all know what I'm asking. So that's the 2 main questions that I have for you guys. Just trying to figure that out. I am going to get back to working on that Rana route. Did I say that already? I just needed to take a break and let my hand rest a little bit. And I had, a couple more projects that I was working on. Did I say all this already? I don't remember. If I did, I'm so sorry. But I'm ready to go over the front flaps now. So that's what I'll be working on. Okay, so I went 36, 37. I don't know how many days I went going up the back. I really don't want to go another 36 days going down the front. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I don't know if I should choose 2 or 3 colors or bags, you know what I'm saying, when I pick up the bags over here. I don't know if I should just get 3 bags and open them and work on those and then come back. I don't know. I really don't want it to drag out another 30-something days or 40 days or whatever. So I don't know. And I think doing a couple rows of each color on each side, because I could take one and just do a whole block, but it would end up being like a block like this of color when the back is just 2 or 3 rows of a color. I think that would look odd. So I was just going to use one of those little balls and just do a row or 2, maybe 3, and then use the rest on the other side. I don't know. And someone has asked me the size of those balls. I don't know. I don't think there's any yardage on them. There's not any information on them, so I have no idea. Let's see, what else? This weekend, it's Friday now, so this weekend, I don't know what me and Big Daddy are up to. Saturday, hopefully, we're getting those tanks out of that room. Someone's coming to get those, and we'll get those out of that room, and I can get that room swept and mopped, dusted, swept, mopped, and start putting my things in there to get things out of the yarn room, because the yarn room stuff got shoved in there to get it out of the way. And so I'm going to set this room up as my calico critter room, and it'll also have some of my dolls and my reborn dolls and stuff in there. And so I'll have fun in that room. I'll have lots of fun in that room. And then the other room will just be my yarn. And I do have a desk that I'm going to put in there from Elijah's room. Now, that's going to go into there. So I'll probably do some filming from in there also. And I'll have that desk to just lay projects out on to work on. So that will be nice too. At my desk in the parlor, I'm finding I can't lay projects out and work on them like that with the cats. So, yeah, just trying to figure everything out. I would love to get everything done before my surgery on Friday. And if you didn't catch that video, so on the 31st, which I believe is Tuesday, I go for pre-op for my EKG, pre-op, and blood work. And I'll have to get a COVID test too, because they do that before you go to surgery. And then on Friday, I go back and they're going to put that port, which would normally, I think, be a port in your chest. But because of my scleroderma, this scleroderma hardens. It hardens your skin. It hardens your organs, everything, whatever it decides to attack, it hardens it. And so this is all scleroderma, and everything that you possibly can see on my face is scleroderma. And so it hardens the skin really bad. And so when the surgeon was looking at me, I mean, he looked all over my chest and all here, and he decided he's probably going to have to put that up in my neck up here. So we'll see. I did tell y'all on my friend Angela's birthday video that her dad was having surgery. He had something in his neck done. They went through his neck to a vertebrae, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh gosh, I'm not sure what it's called. I can't think right now. They went through the front of his neck to go to the back of his neck to do something. And he is doing really well. He went through the surgery really well. He's home and just doing great. His wife's had him out feeding the chickens and taking out garbage and all this stuff. And I told Angela that when I have this port put in my neck, I'm not going to be out feeding chickens and taking out garbage. I'm going to fully lay up and recover. I'm not going to be out trying to do stuff. And so anyway, I just thought that was funny. And she said, well, he wouldn't either if Mom didn't make him. Oh, goodness. So anyway, so we'll be having that done. But I wanted to get my toy room set up before that surgery and all, so that I could just go in there and enjoy myself and not have to, have something to do or whatever. But I don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully it'll at least get started. That's the main part. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on and chit chat with you all, let you know I'm okay. I'm just taking a little break from crocheting to try to let my hand rest. I don't want to damage it or, get it too cramped up where it's hurting or anything. I don't know if those tendons in there is probably what's bothering me so bad, just because I'm just gripping around the hook with fingers that aren't there. So I guess I'm going to let you guys get going. I hope you all have a great day, and I will be back. I'll let you know what's going on this weekend, what we're up to, and how everything pans out with my new room that I'm getting. I have a lot of stuff, so it will be full. Once I get my stuff in there, it will be full. All right, guys. Bye, friends. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet. See you all later.